쓰레기는 할 수 있다. 여러분 안녕하세요. It's Rich. Now, as an English-speaking foreigner living in Korea, I'm from the UK, I have noticed some weird translations in many different places. So I wanted to show some examples of other foreigners and that I have found. So number one is translation apps. Now, as a foreigner living in Korea, there are times where translation apps are really needed. They could be a lifesaver. They could help with banks. They can help with doctors. They can help with pretty much anything if you don't really know enough Korean. So these apps are really important to us sometimes. Now, when I think of goose, I think of... But when Google Translate thinks of goose, well, ouch. A goose is a lot more painful in Korea. Now, there are also times where these apps can just be lazy. For example, well, the app is not wrong. Karen is a woman's name. So Yoja Idam, it kind of makes sense. So this is why I usually use Naver Papago more than Google Translate. But even Papago has its mistakes. So if you go to Naver Papago and type in 안 돼, 사정이 있어서 여기 다녀야 해. In English, it's just no 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 no. I think they really don't like that one. That's such a weird translation. I don't understand why it went that way. And also, actually, this is a new word that I only learnt about recently. Sanghakka. I'm sure most people from Korea know what Sanghakka is. Now, I was teaching my students about jobs, and one student didn't know the English name for their mother's job. Of course, it's a difficult word. I also didn't know the word, I didn't recognize it, so of course I used Papago to help me. And this is what came up. I definitely hope that's not their mother's job. I'd be very worried if that was their mother's job. Now also, I'm sure that most Korean people know that the government likes to send out emergency messages via phone, like these alerts. We've had a lot more recently because of coronavirus, well, this year. And yeah, there is an English version for us foreigners. And it's kind of obvious that they use automatic translation. Well, actually, it says in the message, automatically translated. So yeah, I know that. So they were obviously talking about a new coronavirus case, and they came up with this. Earthquake expected. Now, obviously, when you first see that as a foreigner, I thought South Korea was having an earthquake. I was worried. I was like thinking about what do I do? Where do I go? Earthquake. Then I read the next part and I felt, oh, something was a bit weird. Train is being investigated by using guns. Not quite sure what was happening there. I was like, okay, maybe there are guns on a train. Maybe it was just a mistranslation. Well, yeah. But then I read the last part. Please refer to the homepage and blog for migratory birds. So obviously, in this whole big problem, we have an earthquake, there are guns. And what is the answer? Make a blog about migratory birds. So yeah, if Korean people wonder why sometimes we just don't understand emergency alerts as foreigners, then this is what we deal with. I probably have hundreds of messages all saying earthquake and other things like that. So yeah, I don't really know the emergency stuff as well as Koreans because I just don't understand it. I just read the Korean version now because it's just easier and it actually makes sense. Now the last part, weirdest translations in Korea. The others were from apps and through other things, and this one is what I actually saw when walking around Korea or when other foreigners were walking around Seoul or Korea. First, restaurants. Boston butt. Why would I want to buy a butt from Boston in America? Are there not enough butts in Korea? Anyway, I'm not even buying a butt. Why would I even buy a butt? That doesn't make sense. And also in stores, there's this. Again, I don't want to buy a smile. I just want to buy a chicken or something to do with a chicken. And the last one. This is my favorite one. Honestly, the first time I saw it, I was nearly crying laughing. I don't know why it made me laugh so much, but it really did. It really did. Now, I guess this was taken in an English vocabulary test. And so, yeah, the word in English was trash can. And they just had to translate it to Korean. And what we got was... 쓰레기는 할 수 있다. Now I know, this year 2020 has been difficult for everyone because of coronavirus. Job loss, staying at home, and I'm even sure it has been tough for trash. 쓰레기 할 수 있다. Well, that is all for me today. Have you found any other weird translations from when traveling around Korea or even a different country? If so, then please write down what they were in the comments below. I actually find these hilarious and funny. Like, these are amazing. Sometimes I laugh so much at them and they make me so happy in a day. So please leave down below. And also, everyone, whilst you're here, if you are not subscribed, then please subscribe to my channel and like the video. And yeah, until the next video, goodbye.